Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Fangirl Feels podcast. My name is Olivia.
My name's Tanya.
We're the podcast where we talk about all the books, movies, and shows and emotional analysis of all that content that we consume, that you probably consume too, and just want to chat about. And this is our Fangirl Fridays episode. So this is where we just chat. We read some of your feedback called fandom feedback, and then also share the things that we've been reading or watching this week, or listening to this week, and just discuss it. And this is our more laid back episode. And we post our more in-depth episodes on Mondays and this one on Fridays, as in the name. So today we actually have some decent amount of fandom feedback because last week we posted about Twilight. Oh man, Twilight is everyone has a Twilight story, you know. Twilight's is a thing.
Yes, I think everyone does. That was such a fun conversation to hear. Specifically, what I think you're getting to are these book release parties that don't exist anymore. I don't think younger Gen Z got to experience that.
Yes, agreed. Yeah. I it's sad that like Gen Z doesn't get to experience it. It's super sad. Like I wish they did because it was so like important to our childhood, and it is cool to see like everybody who has like a story related to it, and like people don't have that anymore.
They should bring it back. There was a good discussion in our comment section about, what books would bring it back. And I mentioned that I think George R. R. Martin's next book, whenever he drops it, he's been meaning to drop it for years now. I think that should warrant a midnight release party, at the caliber of like Harry Potter releases, Twilight releases. Those are so big, lines out the door. And then also, ACOTAR, the next book, Elaine's book, whenever she drops it, I think that'd be a good one. What do you think? What would make a good book release party?
Those would be fun. I know that there is like people do like ACOTAR balls. Have you heard these? Like it would be like the
No.
Starlight ball. That sounds like the closest thing that exists today. But yeah, I agree. We should have like ACOTAR would be a fun one. Um, yeah, I'm surprised that like Game of Thrones doesn't have one, but at the same time, that guy will never finish his book ever,
Yeah.
ever, never finish those books.
He gave one update that he's working on it, even despite the writer's strike. So that was his
Yeah,
update.
yeah,
So he's working on it for
yes,
years.
yeah. For years, he'll never finish it though. But yeah, it's sad. I think someone said in like the comments that it's because of the pre-orders, like that people. But we would pre-order the books too, wouldn't we? And then still get them
Yeah.
at the release, at the midnight release.
That's what I'm confused about too. I just wonder if like at that point it was a lot lower, like the amount of people like reading ebooks, or pre-releases versus like people like buying it like after it's released. I don't know. That's just my guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
ebooks are a good point because like ebooks didn't really exist back then. You had to get the physical book. It wasn't
Mhm.
really a thing to get an ebook. Now to be honest, I prefer ebooks because I just don't always have the place for all the physical books, and it just takes up too much plate like space if I don't already like the series. So like an ebook is like a low investment way. So yeah, maybe that's part of it too. Who knows?
No.
Who knows?
But yeah, if anyone
But
has pictures, like I tried to find pictures of when I went to those book release parties and I couldn't find any. Did you find any?
I keep trying to look for my Facebook and see. I couldn't find any either. I went all the way back to high school too, but they exist. I know they exist. I like can see them in my brain. Like I know what the pictures are, but I couldn't find them. But they are real. But I see some of the
I
pictures
believe
that you
you.
posted. Thank you, thank
Yeah.
you. Some of the pictures you posted in like one of our like like TikToks or like reels. I remember that sticker really well. The like Team Edward or like the Eclipse like ribbon. Like I had those stickers, and I think I still have them like in my room, like my parents' house. Like they're there. Those stickers were like they brought back memories. It's like, oh yes, good times.
That's awesome. Yeah. Send me a picture if you still have it. And then everyone else send pictures because I would love to make a post. Already one of my friends, Lori, she sent me some photos through our messages of she made literally Facebook albums for each release party she went to. So she has a Twilight ones, and then she just sent me the Harry Potter ones. So and she gave me
So
permission to post them. So we will post them. And if I would love to add other people's to that, it would just be fun to look at. And this is a fun conversation.
agreed. Yeah, I'm gonna keep digging. I'm gonna find my pictures. And they're there. They're somewhere. I wonder if I could find my old camera. I think it probably can. And it'll just like show up. Yeah, that'd be so fun. But good times, man. Rest in peace.
Rip.
Release parties. Rip. Rip. But we also had like a poll, which was like Team Edward or Team Jacob, and Team Edward's winning, which makes sense. Although funny enough, like Taylor Lautner's come back into the conversation like lately because of Taylor Swift stuff. I don't know if you're on the side of TikTok that I am, but he showed up at the Kansas City Night One Eras Tour show. So he's just come back in the conversation, you know. So it was kind of relevant. But sorry, Taylor, we were all Team Edward, if we're honest.
Yeah, I filled out that survey of Team Edward as well. Wait, so was he at your night or were you night 2?
I was night 2. I missed him. It's just, I know. I was like, dang it, Taylor Lautner could have been there. Yeah, so he came the night before us. I don't even think we got any celebrities at our night, which is sad. Like Jennifer Gardner was at night 1. And yeah, I was night 2. But that's okay. It was still great. But we missed Taylor Lautner by like a night.
Doing a backflip. Yeah. What a
Doing
like
a
bucket list
backflip.
item. That's something I want to watch in person.
Yes, in person one day. But we also got feedback on our Six of Crows episode. I'm looking at this, where it's like, what parts did ChatGPT get right or wrong about the book? And someone said, nope, sorry, it's completely wrong, apart from part 1 and half of part 2. It's completely which we noticed.
I literally had just listened to it. I was like, this sounds wrong.
Yeah, I was like, so I put that clause in that episode where I was like, this goes off the rails. This is why you shouldn't rely on ChatGPT. And it's true. Like it's been 5 years since I've read those books, and I could like tell. I was like, does Dinesh get kidnapped again? Like, what is going on? Like, this is so wrong.
Reader, she did not.
No, she did not. So, moral of the story, don't rely on ChatGPT for factual information. Incorrect.
Yeah, incorrect. I thought I was doing something smart, and I was like, how do I like quickly summarize this book that I just read? Because it's relatively long, and yeah, no, can't use ChatGPT.
No, it will make up a story, but that's okay. It was still fun.
It was fun.
Yeah, we had a good time. So that ends, I guess, fandom feedback. Super fun. Let's move on to Fangirl Finds. So what have you been watching, reading this past week?
Finding everything. Let's see. So I did buy my Barbie ticket. Everyone should ahead of time. And I'm so tempted to buy those Barbie Oppenheimer shirts. They're so cute.
Barbenheimer.
Yeah, Barbenheimer. You should listen to our episode that just dropped on Monday, because that's where Olivia and I drop a lot of book recommendations, and I talked about what I'm listening to now, so I won't go in depth, but I'll just name it so you have it. The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet. Listen to that episode to hear what I think about it, and also hear more book recommendations. But so I'm still listening to that, and then I just finished the show Platonic. It's really good. I don't think I mentioned it yet in our other episodes, but it has not Will Ferrell. Oh my gosh. It has Seth Rogen and what's her name? Sorry. Rose Byrne. Let me check it out. I think that's her name. Right? You know who she is?
No, I do not.
What?
Yeah.
Where are you in life? Come on.
I am uncultured. Uncultured swine. That I am.
You would recognize her face. Okay, so it has Seth Rogen and Rose Byrne. They're 2 comedians, and it's just so funny. It's like their relationship as platonic friends, and they just get into hijinks, and it's just a fun show. It's actually quite funny. We're like laughing out loud, so I would definitely check it out. They had the series finale, or not series, but season finale today.
Oh, fun.
Yes.
Okay. Super fun. I like it. Very cool. You're always watching something cool. Always got good recommendations.
Cool. I'm just always consuming things. That's the issue.
It works.
Yeah, fried at all times.
It works. No, it's funny.
How about you? What have you been into lately?
So, like I mentioned in the last episode, and what we kind of hinted at earlier, I went to the Eras tour this past Saturday in Kansas City. Woo! So I think that counts as something I consumed. And it was super fun. 10 out of 10 would recommend. That's the biggest concert I've ever been to in my entire life. It was like a dream to be there, and I just loved every second of it. It was so fun. So if you can get tickets to the Eras tour, would recommend. I know it's not that easy. I have been there myself, obviously. It was a 7-month process to get tickets, but would recommend. I have been listening to Taylor Swift's new re-release of Speak Now, and I've realized that Speak Now is one of my favorite of her albums. Love it so much. So it's been fun to listen to it again as an adult. I listened to it a lot as a kid, like in high school, but I didn't really consider myself like a big Taylor Swift fan back then. So listening to it now as an adult, and like I knew the songs that I liked were hers at the time, but now hearing them again and like recognizing her, I was like, wow, she really did influence my like childhood in a way that I don't think I like appreciated at the time. So that's been fun, like getting to hear like the re-recording. But in terms of other content, I finished Exo Kitty, which I know we'll talk about that some other time, but I'm gonna give it a general rating of like 6 out of 10 total. Like
That's
not
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a little bit scattered by the end. I was like, I don't know what's going on anymore. Very confused.
And the acting's not great, but you
The
know, they weren't
acting's not
trying to
great.
go for Oscars, so you know.
No, they weren't. But the writing was just confusing. I was like, who is she in love with? What's happening? Is it this person or this? I'm confused. Very confused at this point. So that's my review of that. My quick review. And then I started The Witcher, the new season of The Witcher. So I will keep you updated on that. Because I'm, a big Henry Cavill fan and a big father-daughter relationship fan. Like I love the like that showcase. Like why I like The Last of Us so much. I love those types of relationships. So I'm excited to see, Geralt and Ciri. Is that their names? I'm excited to see them again. I like them.
I forgot I finished that too. We finished the first half of the season.
Oh,
and
nice.
The second one will drop. But I have thoughts.
So. Do you? Okay. When I say I started it, I've literally watched 10 minutes so far of it. So barely. So we'll talk about it when I finish.
The only thing is like it's not news that it's just confusing. It's hard to follow. I lost track and I was watching it and I could not follow. So
that's not a good sign. That's not good. Yeah. It is. I really just watch it for Henry Cavill and like the father-daughter relationship. I don't know what else is going on, but I'm just like, I just like when they're together. They're cute.
And like Yennefer added to the bunch. That's a cute bunch. I'd watch them do anything.
Yeah. Yennefer's like gorgeous. Agreed. Yeah. The three of them are just fun to watch for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to rest in peace when Henry Cavill leaves and Liam Hemsworth. Like,
yeah. Because that was like, he's one of the good factors about the show, Henry Cavill. So it's like, if you take that away, I'm like, now you're taking away like one of the few reasons I'm watching this show.
I'm actually watching it. Yeah. Like literally for Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
So yeah, unclear how that will go. But yeah, that's really what I'm at. I will mention Fourth Wing again. We're still going through it. Yeah. I'm a very slow reader, 75%. I'm going to talk about it a lot in our previous episode. Still liking it. If you've been listening to these podcasts, you've followed my journey of it, and it is good. It is good. I like it.
Nice.
That's where we will stay right now.
TBT at this moment. Yes,
at this moment,
July 12th.
July 12th. Hopefully by next week I'll finish it. I think I will by next week we record, so then I can give a more like in-depth opinion, one that's more finalized. So we'll see.
All right.
Yeah.
And I meant to say this earlier when we talked about it, but I'm so happy that you got to go to the Taylor concert. If anyone's been listening to our podcast regularly, you know that that Olivia has been mentioning that she's wanted tickets for a long time, and she's gone through the black market. She's gone through Facebook. She's gone through every method to try and find tickets, and she finally did. So,
thank you so much for saying that. That means a lot to me. It was a really tough. It was so I couldn't believe that I got so lucky. So any listener who is like trying to get tickets, or our European listeners, I know we have a few and they are like trying to get tickets right now. I know like the drops are happening for next summer right now. There's hope. If it's anything like the US, there is some hope. Just tell people, make plans with people, spread out, I will say like disseminate the information in a way that you have a lot of people on your team. Is one of them it will work out. That's like the best advice I have. It's like, don't try to do it alone. Get a team behind you.
what's it called? Open mouths get fed.
Open mouths get fed. It's true. Yeah, just
Repeat that, everyone. Tell everyone. Manifest it.
Manifest. It really is. It's just like you need help. There's just like, it's really hard to get these tickets by yourself. Like, you just need help. You need to, it's about numbers. It's about quantity, not one person. It's tough. You got to have multiple chances. So good luck, everyone. I believe in you. Good luck. Survive the Great War. You got it.
Very Hunger Games. Yes, leave it on that.
Yeah, may the odds be ever in your favor, my friends.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Fangirl Fridays. As we mentioned, on Mondays, we drop our deep dives, Fangirl Feels. And then this is a part of Fangirl Feels, but it's called Fangirl Fridays, where we talk about fandom feedback from you. So give us your feedback. And Fangirl Finds, things that we've been consuming recently that we'd like to talk about. We separated just so our full episode, our deep dives are not that long. So it's relatively new. So check these out. And also give us a follow. Fangirl Feels Pod, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. We're also on Spotify as well as Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and we can be anywhere else if you let us. So let us know. Keep in touch. Send us a voice recording. Anything else, Olivia?
One day we'll get that voice recording, but I don't think there's anything else. Until next time, my friends.
Until next time.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.